Okay, Megafan and everyone, welcome back to a first impression video of a game called Amerzone, the Explorer's Legacy demo. So apparently that this is a remake, or not remake, but rather a remaster of the 1999 game, which I downloaded that for free. They were giving that away for free on GOG and on Steam. I claimed on both. So this is the demo of that remake. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know if my voice was coming out because it was so loud, but I claimed the original 1999 version, both on Steam and GOG. They were giving it away there, and this is the demo of the, I guess, remaster of the game. I've never played the 1999 one, but like I said, I have it now. So, but let's go check out this demo. Oh, this is nice. I like this. I think it's supposed to come out sometime in April this year. Traveler, choose difficulty. You wish to enjoy the ambiance and story with moderate difficulty level for puzzles. You will find more documents and guidance to progress among the various destinations of your journey. In addition, the hints you can unlock from your journal will be more precise. You can change the difficulty mode at any time from the game options. As adventurer, you will get stuck more often and will need to explore and experiment more to solve the puzzle. You will find fewer documents and help to progress through the various destinations in your adventure. I wish you would still find more than just, which says fewer documents, so, you know, we'll still be finding them, but I always love finding documents because it, you know, fills out the lore, especially for a game like this that I know nothing about. And hints you can unlock from your journal will be less precise. Also, I think at the beginning, didn't it say this game was also in a fictional world? What the? This is 78. How is it running so hot? For an even greater challenge, you can disable this hint system and even the objectives at any time. To do this, go to the game options. Okay, for this, I'll just go with Traveler for now. Why was it all the way up to... Now it's at 74. I don't see how that's... in loving memory of Benoit Sokal. 78. It doesn't make any sense. I even lowered it to 1080p. Published by Microdes. That's at 75. That's... I have to lower it now, maybe to medium graphics or something. This is just bad. This is like a point-and-click game, it looked like from the trailer that I saw. There's no need for it to go up to 77, 78. Wow. So, I mean, I guess this is supposed to be like a mist game. Mist and oh, Inanzer, yeah, Inan and Orizer. I know Inanzer. He did like soundtrack for games like Dragon Age, Inquisition, and other games, but like Mist and Riven was the other one, the sequel to it, which both of them I still have to get. 79. The temp is 79 and it makes no sense.
You're the journalist, aren't you? I gave him your letter the other day. The professor's probably read it. He received another letter this morning. I put it in his mailbox. It was a letter from the museum. Letters from the museum. They always mean trouble. Hey, maybe you could take it to him. He has trouble moving around, you know.
Right.
He's an
Once
old
I'm
man.
able to, I'm going to.
You know what I mean.
Make those changes. Okay, yeah.
advice?
Postman, I will
doctor.
deliver the message.
Well, that's what I think anyway.
the parcel or
Oh,
whatever it is.
and have a care. It looks like something fell from your bag over there. Well, then have a nice day.
I mean, these graphics though, they're really, really nice, but they're not. Look at that. Anti-aliasing, smooth out edges and minimize visual distortion. Enhance the glow effect of light. Lowers performance. Okay, so darkens edge. I'll turn that off. That's one thing. Graphics, I'll set it to medium. See if that does anything. And let's return to game. 79. You must be kidding. Use your to look around. Steam Deck. Zoom in and out, okay. How can it be at 80? It really... Instructions from Mondial magazine. Click on the document to show its translation. It's at 81! How can this be? Not even things like Skyrim, you know, and modded, and it looks as beautiful as it does. It doesn't run this hot. Professor Alexander Valemboy, he awaits you at his lighthouse in Brittany. Despite his unsavory reputation, he's the only expert on the little-known Amerzone, and we absolutely have to fill those last pages in the feature that Camille left so empty. Valemboy seems to have enjoyed your communications. Get what you can from him face to face and get back to Paris as soon as possible. The accounts depart refuses to cover any hotel fees for this report. Emma Fitzgerald, Editor-in-Chief, Mondial magazine. I'm really not liking that. There's just no freaking reason for this to run this hot. Okay, what if... Will it run... No. You know, I took up the full screen, but it still really doesn't matter. Anti-aliasing darkens the edge of the screen. It's at 80 and it click on the icon to move in the direction shown. You can skip the movement by double clicking. You can skip all movement automatically by changing the game settings. For your convenience, some movements are set to be skipped by default. Oh, I really like this. Beautiful. Okay, now it's like 78. I'm feeling a bit better about that, but 79, 80 again. Why? Yeah, even Baldur's Gate 3 didn't run this hot. While in close-up view, move your cursor to the edge of the screen to shift your view slightly. So it doesn't use wasabi. I mean, this really is like a point and click. Look at this. It's just a point and click. There's no need for it to run 80. I mean, okay, it's very beautiful, of course. 75, maybe I can understand, okay, but
My
fine,
friend,
but really, I
this
think it
old
should be no
fool
more
is
than like
overjoyed
70,
that your
71.
editor has finally decided to send you to interview me in person. As pleasant as it has been, our recent correspondence will not allow me to discuss certain subjects as freely as I would like. The subject of your special issue, the Amerzone. You must be aware that it hits very close to home for me. That mysterious land is both the source of my greatest joys and my deepest disgrace. As my old friends at the museum have probably told you. But no matter what they say, I know what really happened over there in the 30s, when my companions and I ventured into the unknown wilds.
The cursor indicates that you can move your view during
My
some
friends and I,
cutscenes.
we caused harm. Harm that I am determined to heal today. But I need your help. Not only to finally bring my version of what happened to light, but perhaps to do even more. Time is running out.
Now it's like 74, 72.
So, safe
That's
travels,
how I feel it
my
should
friend.
remain.
I am quite pleased to welcome you to my humble abode. Signed,
Course, yeah, what
Professor Alexander
a beautiful
Falagar.
humble abode this is. Take Valimbus mail. Okay. You can directly control most mechanical elements in your surroundings. When the hand icon is displayed, click and hold left mouse button and move the mouse in direction shown. And there we go. Examining objects from all angles will help you discover useful information, sometimes even specific actions. Hold the left mouse button to rotate an object, then use your mouse to move the cursor until it changes. Useful information. Enables you to perform a specific action. The museum's letterhead, a bad sign according to the mailman. The museum's letterhead, a bad sign? Why is that bad? When people put a stamp like that, that's bad? Oh! Maybe I should not have opened his mail. Oh. Museum of Natural History, Jardin des Plantes, Paris. Mr. Alexander Valemboy, Rochers Noirs Lighthouse. Mr. Valemboys, we have thoroughly examined your plans for a new expedition to the Amerzone. And regret, look at this. I'm just reading a friggin' letter and it's running at 77 temperatures. And regret to inform you that we are unable to give a positive response to your grant request. First, the present economic situation does not permit us to finance such a risky expedition. Second, my colleagues and I are on the opinion that, unfortunately, you still have not renounced that empirical fallacy which was once at the root of the lengthy dispute between yourself and the museum. The venerable institution, which I now have the honor of representing, still remembers the bitter disappointment and a mockery within the scientific community that resulted from your first expedition in 1932, which I have been weak enough to sanction in the first place. Just as my honorable predecessors did back then, I will warn you against the dangers of such an undertaking, where adventurous fantasy prevails over strict scientific rigor. Edward Mullett, Curator. Alright, whatever. Alright. And this is on low frickin' graphics. You know what? Do the graphics thing not even work? You know, the graphic settings, it's just forever on very high or something. Your journal has just been updated. The different tabs contain all the items, documents that you've collected, your objectives, progressive hints for solving them, and lots of other useful information. Remember to check it often. Of course, I always love checking my journal. You can open it from the right click radial menu or by using the dedicated keyboard shortcut, the tab. Understood? Leave for Brittany this Friday. Okay, I need to bring something to fill the pages left empty by my unfortunate colleague. And I've only got tomorrow to prepare my questions. After an interminable journey, I'm finally here at the bottom of the Rochers Noirs lighthouse somewhere in... Did I read all these already? Maybe I think I did. I keep wanting to use a WASD, but that is not how you control it. Wow, this is extraordinary, and this is on low. I don't believe it. This is perpetually on high. You know, it has to be. As you progress along your journey, you may find investigative material, evidence that will help you unlock additional articles for your report. You don't have to conduct these investigations, but completing them will enable you to discover additional content and delve into the secondary elements of the story. Investigations are recorded in a dedicated tab in your journal. Open it via... Okay, I know how to do that all. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't be afraid to go between beaten paths. Yeah. But completing them will enable... Yeah, side quests, in other words. Find Alexander Valimboy. Professor Valimboy must be waiting for me on one of the upper floors. Yeah. Oops. This is fantastic. Come on. Come on now. This is lovely, lovely graphics.
You are the
Wow.
journalist, aren't you? Come on. Come. Amerzone. Amerzone. Too late for me. Too late. It's all over for me. I'm no longer in good health, my friend. It's a pity, but what can I do? In any case, Amerzone, all that. No one ever believed me. So, after all those years, the The egg. The egg.
What
It's
does
still
it?
alive. Alive. Yes. I had planned to take it
Aha.
back over there to Amerzone.
You would most likely want me to do it for you.
My expedition was ready
Have a seat there, old man.
and all planned out to the smallest detail. And now
Wow.
I have no strength left.
I have to say, I really
You must go
like
for me.
how this point and click is.
You must go. Take the egg back. Take the egg of the white birds back to Amerzone. I beg you, please. You will find everything you need right here
I shall take the egg back for you.
in the lighthouse.
See, it really feels immersive, even though you don't have complete control.
You must
But the way the
Go.
game
to
is presented,
the basement.
it's presenting
Please.
things to you. It's
You
so
must
great. I love that.
help.
Are you okay? You just... He's not just going to die here, right? He just died. That's... Wow. Just in case I didn't mention it, this is just the demo for this game. Display interactions. You can reveal all the possible interactions around you by holding down the Alt key. To find the icons represented by the eye symbol, you must move the camera. Okay. And somewhere out there is a Temple of Flight, then the volcanic crater, and there, perhaps redemption. Alvarez Zopolis, the capital of Amerzone. Alvarezopolis, a place to be avoided. Ah. That circled island, it seems like Valemboy wanted to stop off there. Sketched figures, they look like animals. A journey that starts in France, crosses the Atlantic to an island, then goes up the Amerzone River. This is like supposed to be like Amazon, but Amerzone, to a volcano. Alright. Has been added to your inventory. Oh, I really love this. Look at that. Okay, let's... I'll turn it off. I don't want to be flagged. A romantic representation of Valemboy's lighthouse in the storm. 34, 652, 8179, 652, 652, 81, 652, 652, 7189, 652, 8179.
Hello, Museum of Natural History Paris,
Ah.
curator Edouard Milo speaking. What? Valenbois? You again? I swear, I told you before, it's no use calling. Your expedition plans to the Amerzone do not interest us. You understand? We have neither the desire nor the means to back your fraudulent adventures. So I beg you to stop bothering us. My predecessors learned the hard way the cost of trusting you. I won't be taking it. You hear me? I am a serious scientist, sir. Goodbye, and good riddance.
I really like this game. This is... Did I... Okay, it went up. Look at that. What? Okay, let me just turn that off. It's very neat.
My dear friend, I am an old man in the twilight of his years. I know now that I will never have the strength to set off again to the Amazon. My only remaining hope resides in convincing you to go in my stead. Make amends for the wrong I have done to that country over 50 years ago. It was in 1929, at the university where I was finishing my studies in natural sciences, that I first heard of the Amazon.
Well, this is very nice.
I befriended a young
Like
law
this.
student from that country. His name was Antonio Alvarez, and he was later to become the despotic leader that we now know today. He suggested going with me as my guide and interpreter until we got to the last steps of civilization in his country. A second companion was to join me, the Reverend Father David Makowski, who was burning with desire to perform mission work among the inhabitants of those regions forgotten by the Creator. We set off, therefore, one morning in June 1932 on board the Hydrofloat, a revolutionary invention of mine.
Oh,
Unfortunately, this first prototype had several imperfections. The mechanics of the craft failed us on the way, near Shipwreck Island. A large number of sperm whales had settled there. I feared that we might have hit one of them. It was only by a miracle that we set foot on the shores of the Amazon. But already, my friend, I realize that I am only at the beginning of this tragic story.
Going to
If
end
you want to find out about what follows,
this Let's Play.
it will be waiting for you in the basement.
Now after this,
Your next destination.
I do
should
hope
you
it
decide to
saves it
replace me for this
automatically.
new journey.
Yeah, I like that. Look at the detail on this desk. You have found Professor Valemboy travel journal, the memoirs of his first expedition to Amerzone. It is an inexhaustible mine of information about the mysterious country. Some of it may prove useful. You can access Valemboy travel journal using the keyboard shortcut V. Yes. Oh. You know, if only more RPGs, you know, like the next Elder Scrolls would implement, you know, something like that. It's labeled basement. I heard this word before. Key has been added to your inventory. Return to game. Okay, so if I quit, do you want to quit? Any unsaved progress will be lost. Time since last saved. Since last saved. Was that? Was 14 seconds into it. When it last saved, is that right? How do I freaking save this? Oh, okay. 56 seconds ago. Yeah, okay, I'll end it here. So it's perpetually saves at certain points. Probably after I get done reading that journal. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is so great. I'm getting a little, you know, paranoid that, you know, I don't want to just burn out my my video card, you know, or have it go bad. So that's why I get very nervous about that. Okay, see you.